Due to the plethora of variables that go into optimizing an outdoor session, it is crucial to be mindful about tactics and strategies that have been tried and proven helpful by the many experts that have come before us. Even the best climbers can sabotage a potentially exceptional session by employing poor tactics and strategies. Before you set out for the day, sit down at home and take a few minutes to write out how you would ideally like to attack the project. If you don't want to write it out, I find that sharing your plans and thoughts with a friend that will be there with you works just as well, as they can help keep you accountable. If you do this before you set out for the day, you will not be blinded by excitement and can think rationally with a clear head. This will be subject to change, but at least you have an outline of how the day will most optimally play out if all goes well. Your plan will vary depending on how many projects you wish to work on, how close you are on problems, and how much energy or skin each problem requires. For example, if I'm setting out to get on a very sharp boulder, I may avoid working on that in the beginning of my session if I have other boulders I want to do. Or, let's say I keep falling on the last move of a project that means a lot to me. I would place that at the beginning of my day, would probably warm up on the moves of that boulder, and would go for the sunburn as soon as I felt like I was feeling warmed up. The hotter and more humid it is, the harder it is going to be to feel at full strength, feel good friction on the rock, and have a high quality session. It's also important to understand when your boulder will be out of the sun so that you don't waste time pulling on your project in less than ideal conditions. You should also evaluate the state of your skin. If your skin is not in the shape you want it to be in, you'll be at a disadvantage. My skin is naturally very soft and sweaty. Thus, I have to wait for my skin to be fully grown back before I go out to my projects. Otherwise, I'll most likely not send and dig my skin into a deeper hole that will force me to wait even longer until I can return to my project with confidence. Certain tools can be used to aid you during times of poor conditions. Consider investing in tools like fans to increase wind and help cool off your hands or the boulders, razor blades and sandpaper to slice dead skin flaps and file down skin to be smooth and avoid splits, or even heaters to help warm up numb toes or hands during very cold days. When considering the plan for your day, also consider the locations of all your boulders or routes. Try to structure your plan in order to be the most efficient with your walking. Hiking and lugging equipment and/or pads eats up much needed energy and should be minimized if possible. On project days, make sure to prehydrate all day before your sessions by drinking many small amounts of water spaced out throughout the day. Chugging water is a horrible idea. You pee out most of it and your body does not get as hydrated and may even pee out much needed minerals. Make sure to calculate the hike when eating before your day out. Stick to the meals that you normally climb well with after eating and eat them at the same time before your session that you normally do, assuming you feel good normally. Nothing prepares the body for peak performance better than a proper warm-up. In my previous videos, I delve into the intricacies of the ideal pre-climbing session warm-up. But to briefly summarize, you want to do light cardio followed by dynamic stretching, followed by light into progressively harder climbing. Outdoors, it can be difficult to find the amount of warm-up options we find in the gym, especially ones that are friendly on our skin. Thus, tools like a flashboard can prove very helpful to warm up the fingers. Reading and visualizing the boulder is arguably the most important part of the projecting process. The ability to understand and feel movement and log time on the boulder without actually touching it and wasting energy is a skill that has grown over time and via extensive experience. However, by using 3 types of visualization, we can expedite the learning process, boost confidence, increase the richness of the experience, and move closer to accomplishing our goal of sending the route or boulder. To understand the power of the 3 types of visualization, read Jerry Moffat's book Mastermind or give it a search on Google. You won't be disappointed. Now that you're fully prepared, it's time to put your shoes on and take the project down. Watch my next video for what to do during and after the session.